Alright, so in this video I start my first Java world. It's my first time ever playing on Java. Got some mods in there just to make it look a little bit pretty, but a little bit extra. If you have any questions about the mod, just ask below. I'll let you know. Other than that, again, this is a little bit different of a video. So what I'm going to start doing on Wednesdays is posting a video kind of like this. So similar to like a Moist Critical type video where I just pick a topic and or a video, kind of react to and discuss it. And then on Fridays, I'm going to post a Reddit video, just to be more consistent on the channel and give a little bit of variety as far as content. But other than that, if this is your first time here, thank you for being here. Like and subscribe, really helps me out a lot. Other than that, let's just get into the video.
It's pretty fucked up. He's driving his dad's car like that. It would be a shame for him to see that. I'm not with that douchebag. What's up, man? I was gonna let you pass.
Yeah, but,
You know who I am?
yeah, but
So why would, of all people,
it's just embarrassing.
what's embarrassing is you almost hit a motorcyclist head on, man.
So I'm gonna pause it right there and let's just break it apart of what we've seen so far. Just everything up to this point. So we see the guy driving the Lotus, so the guy with the meta glasses gets passed by the kid in the Porsche, confronts him. It's like, hey, do you know who I am? Why would you do that? You're driving recklessly. Now, I'm gonna give you multiple choice answer. Do you think this kid is gonna A, humble himself and be like, you know what? You're right, I apologize, I'm gonna be safer. B, curse this guy out. C, flex how rich he is and that he can afford to buy his own car. Or D, just drive off. Let's continue watching.
Look, you're young. How old are you? How old are you?
Doesn't matter. You're 40.
I'm not 40. How old are you?
It doesn't matter how old.
You're a young guy. You're a good-looking, impressive dude driving a nice car. Just don't throw it away, man.
I don't need to throw it away.
Of course you don't need to throw it away, but that was unnecessary risk, dude.
There's no risk.
There's no risk passing over the double
risk.
yellow.
The motorcyclist was 700 feet.
Look, it's just a good rule of thumb to not drive that way.
I'm not driving that.
You just did. I got you on film.
Okay, I do.
Look, I think your dad would be very pissed if he saw you driving this way.
Just because my dad bought this, he could have seen that. I can afford to buy this.
I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. All right, get on your way, and just drive safer.
You don't need to film it.
Yeah, I do.
You're 40, bro. Go get a life.
Okay, good
Drive
one.
your shitbox home.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Let me know if you got the answer correct. But basically, the guy with the camera, outside of him flicking him off, which again, that's kind of an a-hole thing to do, he was giving him some sound advice. You're a young dude, you can't be driving your car like that. You're gonna end up hurting somebody. As you can see in this clip, he says 700 feet. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Does that look like 700 feet? It's less than 100. Like, it's pretty close. Like, that person on the bike coming around the corner must have shat his pants. Because again, you're driving on the opposite side of the road on a double yellow, trying to go around somebody. You're doing the most. And then when he was at the stop sign, hit them with the launch control, just took off on him. Like, just driving the car irresponsibly. And basically why I wanted to make this video is because I have a question to myself and just a question to the audience. If you were a parent, so take it out of yourself, because obviously if we all, especially men, turned 18 and our dad was able to give us our dream car, we would jump for joy, obviously. And I want to ask that in reverse. If you were an adult, you had an 18-year-old son, would you give him a Porsche GT3 RS? That car ranges from the 150s to $300,000s of dollars. So you're pretty, like, it's not a cheap car. It's not a little car. It's a super car. It's a fun car. And I understand wanting to be able to give your kids the best, especially if you came from humble beginnings and your goal is to give your kid a better life than you gave you. But I don't think it's the most responsible thing to give your son a supercar. Because imagine, like I said, you have to put yourself in your shoes. What would you do if you're an 18-year-old? You'd be cutting up in traffic too. I'm not saying this dude's 18 or anything, but he's obviously young. He flexed. He has the watch on. He's flexing. I can buy this car myself, even though he can't. Probably doesn't have a job. He doesn't. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know this dude, but I highly doubt he could buy the car himself. with money that he's actually earned. If he's talking about something he's gotten through a trust or an inheritance, then yeah, you probably could buy the car. But of your own hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, I highly doubt you could buy that car yet. Because obviously anybody can afford anything if they put their mind to it and or sacrifice for it. But as young as he is, being able to buy that car, I don't think that's a yet. Again, I could be wrong. I don't know this guy. I'm just judging him off of this video. And overall, I'm going to say he's an asshole? No, but he was in this video. He's a douchebag. Man was giving you some really respectful advice. He wasn't yelling at you. He wasn't cursing at you. The flicking off, I get that needed to be addressed. Like, hey, you didn't have to flick me off. But for whatever reason, this dude's ego just couldn't realize this guy's not attacking me. He's just upset with something I did. And instead of apologizing, you know, flex his dad's money, flex he could buy the car himself, flex that watch, cursed him out, called him the F word, and just took off on his day. And that's the thing, this is something I've seen in even my personal life. Like I remember I would just be at work, I'm just obviously driving in my work truck, you know, going slow, going the speed limit, and then somebody in like a new G80 M3 just zooms right by me. I look into the seat, driver's seat, it's like definitely like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid just whipping, going insane in traffic. I'm like, man, you really don't know how good you have it and how quick you could lose it. Like I understand having fun, especially if you already afford the car. The maintenance on that car is expensive, the gas on that car is expensive, the car itself is expensive. You can afford to track it from the outside looking in. You don't need to cut up in regular traffic, because we've seen time and time again stories of somebody's life or them taking someone's life, ending in a split second because you wanted to cut up in traffic and have fun with your friends. Again, you can speed, you know, 10 plus, you know, you can go crazy, rev your engine, do the rah-rah. But again, I've seen it time and time again of people, and again, specifically young people, just throwing their lives away in these cars. And I feel like that's such a waste of life. Like, I get the adrenaline, I get the fun, I get the cool aspect. It just, even just looking at car meets, like every other day I have a video pop up on my timeline of somebody pulling out of a car meet and wrecking their car, crashing into somebody, flipping, getting totaled. And is it like, was it worth it for the validation and claps and oohs and ahs of all these people that your investment, something you put time into, something you worked hard for, something you invested in, is now wrecked because you wanted to flex for a bunch of strangers in the crowd and get a bunch of claps and cheers? So again, I'm not knocking people for going crazy with their cars. Just be safe, just be careful. Don't risk your life doing some nonsense. And like I said, car content is just all over the place. Some videos are cool, some videos are humble, but then other videos, people just take it to the next level. Like I have videos pop up on my timeline where someone has the 360 camera and they're just running from the cops. And I'm like, dude, you posting your own crimes thinking it's cool. Back the speeds, or what's his name? Benz or Speed Benz, something like that. That dude that would run amok in New York. Like again, I sound like an old man saying all this, but bro, just be careful. Do not imitate everything that you see. Do not try to be the cool guy. If you don't know how to drift, you don't know how to do donuts, you don't know how to do all this stuff, you don't need to try it in front of a crowd of people. This is stuff you could practice in a backyard, an empty parking lot, a cul-de-sac. Be safe with it. I'm not mad at you for wanting to do these things. Just be safe. It reminds me when I was in high school. The first high school I went to was like a pretty uppity up high school. I was like just barely middle class, and like everyone else was just rich. Like it wasn't even fair. But like all these people are my age, so 16, 17 years old, driving the craziest cars, having, so it was like 2016 at the time, so having the new Corvette, AMGs, Beamers, like all these super nice cars. I'm like, dude, like you people love your kids. Like you think your kids are the most responsible people on this earth, just to find out all these people I'm going to school with are degenerates. So like I said, I'm not mad at a parent for wanting to do better for their kids and the cards they were dealt, because that's ultimately my goal. But again, there's a level to, did your kid earn this? Just because your kid graduated high school doesn't mean you need to get him a supercar. Just because your kid wants a supercar doesn't mean you need to get him a supercar just because you can afford it. You know, it's not the smartest thing to do, especially because he's prone to probably get a ticket, ruin his driving record, prone to get into an accident. because he wants to be an adrenaline junkie. It's just not the smartest thing to do. You can get him, like I said, get him a Beamer, you know, something a little bit slower, but practical, cool. Get him something nice. I'm not saying you have to go straight to the Honda Accord or the Toyota Camry. I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm not saying you need to make them humble first before getting their supercar, but just chill out on the cars you're giving these people. I don't know. Maybe I sound like a hater. Again, my goal isn't to knock him. Just use him as an example to, hey, be safe, be respectful to other people. Everyone's just out here looking out for people. Again, the guy with the glasses was a little messed up to flick him off. It wasn't that serious. Guys could have just met up at the car meet, had a discussion. If you didn't flick him off, it probably would have went a different situation. So we got to give some fault to the guy with the glasses, because again, the conversation could have went completely different if he had not flicked him off and, you know, agitated the dude. But again, him not being able to see the situation for what it is and humble himself and just let his ego go instead of arguing and calling a Lotus of all things, this beautiful car, a shite box. But let me know what you guys think of this. That's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna do these type of videos every now and then, or not even every now and then. My schedule now is I want to probably drop a video like this every Wednesday and then go back to a Reddit video on Fridays. Let me know how you guys think of that, how that sounds. And other than that, that's pretty much it. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good week and have a beautiful life. See ya.